JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Phantom Blood. Now, it's a part that I think gets not the most hate, but I will say it's a part that does really get a lot of love for it. And I really want to talk how it's such a great part for JoJo. So before we get to it, let's talk about the history of JoJo. So JoJo was made by Hidehiko Araki. You know, he made some works, but weren't as popular as like JoJo later on because yeah, though they do sell well as far as I know, but like come on, JoJo is basically Araki's magnum opus. Later on, he would make Phantom Blood around the late 80s, and there, history is made. So Phantom Blood is about Jonathan Joestar and his sick brother Dio Brano. I mean, not sick. I mean, like a sick freak, that's for sure. But like, there's something about I love their dynamic in this show because like, yeah, they're good. One is good, the other is evil. But still, Dio is probably my favorite character in Phantom Blood. But yeah, you know, he's the most entertaining one. Though, I will say, I like the starting of Phantom Blood of showing on each of their lives. One is wealthy, the other really isn't. And, you know, this Dio guy is really that sick bastard where he basically not only kicks Gentleman's dog, kisses his girlfriend, but also burns his dog alive. Bro was literally open in arms and like said, nah, I'm gonna beat my own brother's dog and take his girlfriend. Like, bro was literally that inside the Joestar mansion, and yet bro chose violence. Now, later on, Jen and Joestar would find out about Dio trying to poison his dad, right? But his dad, you know, his dad was also sick, so like, yeah, gonna give him a fake medicine. So yeah, Jonathan Eliada goes on a silly adventure, defeats Dio on a mansion, but then Dio survives. He meets other people like Speedwagon and Baron Zeppeli. And boom, he defeats Dio, and he gets to live happily ever after with Arena. Actually, he doesn't. He dies with Dio. Pretty sure Dio does not survive, right, guys? Come on, Dio definitely died that time, right? He wouldn't show up in next parts, right, guys? Come on. Arena leaves with a baby, with two babies actually, because one is in her stomach, the other she's holding it. And yeah, though I'm not really gonna literally go in natural entirety of Phantom Blood, I will say it's a really simple plot. Yes, it doesn't have to go around. It's not have to be like, oh, it's a masterpiece. The story can just be simple, you know. It's not gonna be like the later parts which are gonna be even more bizarre, like part 3 or like part 4, part 8. This is the weirdest one out of the bunch, but I will say the characters were fun. Like Speedwagon was a funny dude. I will say I like his character. He's like he's probably one of my favorite Joe bros. Zeppeli was pretty good as well. Kind of sad he died too early. Jonathan Joestar is a good protagonist enough, but he's not the best, obviously. But he was around the time where you can just make a character so strong and like that's it. But I won't say Jonathan doesn't have a personality. Obviously, he's a good, fine gentleman. You should give some respect. He's the only JoJo that Dio calls JoJo. Now Dio, I can talk about. Oh man, he's such a psychotic freak. I love him. I don't know why. He bro. Like, if you read the manga, you can see how much he actually did care about his mom. And I like that scene where he was crying about his dad, that his dad was selling his dead mom's clothes. Yeah, none of this would have happened if his dad wasn't an abusive drunkhead. Dio is a great character in every way, so that's for sure. Besides the characters and the story itself, the visuals looks really good, and the anime itself, I do think kinda replicates the Araki art style. I mean, technically, David Productions was almost mastering it, but they definitely mastered it in some sort of way. So, I hope David Productions keeps on animating JoJo till the end. And another thing, I just love how the color changes every time. I love the color palette changing every time. Also, God, there's just something about it. You know, I don't know why. Just the colors changing just feels so just relaxing to look at stuff. I don't know. So yeah, JoJo Bizarre Adventure Phantom Blood Part 1 is a really good part, and a lot of y'all should consider it as one of the good parts. You know, don't discredit it just because, you know, it has somewhat not having the best protagonist ever. But come on, it was made around the late 80s, around the time where having personality of the protagonist wasn't really necessarily around that time. Part 1 is a great part, and every JoJo part is good. So yeah, that's the lesson of the day. Yeah, I'm hyped for JoJolands, I guess. See ya later.